The art of selling has gone through a few rounds of improvement, and it continues to evolve today. As many already know, technology has revolutionized sales strategies, processes, and initiatives, and yet it wasn't always like that. The fundamental sales strategies, such as direct calling and targeted advertising. Once selling transitioned from personal face-to-face interactions to the phone, sales teams were inevitably forced to begin to better understanding their consumers' needs, as well as better understanding the competencies of their brands. The speed to make a deal usually lagged by the time and energy it took to build a relationship and pitch the product. During this time, sales teams had to fine-tune their pitches to resonate with consumers' needs and preferences. This all took significant time and money in order to make the face-to-face interaction, even when people had to travel extensively to conclude a meeting. When you look back at revolutionary companies like Xerox, it is apparent that they were at the forefront of innovation. Xerography, the technology which started the office copying revolution, was born on October 22, 1938. Next was the paper technology, which is where the process first began to change. This created a domino effect as technology continuously began to evolve, and companies had to change their old ways in order to have a competitive edge. If you speed up to the 1990s and the 21st century, sales managers saw the rise of email messaging for pitching, selling, and capturing leads. Pioneered by companies like AOL and Yahoo, the age of internet adaptations took flight, where sales teams began using email and used profiles to offer custom-tailored discounts or incentives to prospects and existing customers. This period of time also marks the dawn of heightened consumer demand. Where consumers used to have little to no say in the selling process, they are now being personally addressed by brands and salespeople to help better seal the deal.
The world is more connected than ever, but the nature of its connections has changed in a fundamental way. The amount of cross-border bandwidth that is used has grown 45 times larger since 2005. In the next 5 years, this is projected to grow by an additional 9 times, as flows of information, searches, communication, video, and other traffic continue to surge. Data has really allowed salespeople to really reach global customers, so companies like Cisco and Oracle can really push their sales force to sell products globally. Also, companies like Salesforce give CRM software so that sales reps can have up-to-date information about their products and how they're selling. Cloud computing has really enabled salespeople to have up-to-date product information and also info about how their products are selling. Also, through rigorous analysis of data, salespeople can ensure that they're selling the right products to the right people. As the sales process has gone more digital, it's been harder to build long-term trust with customers. Also, because customers can find a lot of their information digitally, you really have to spend a lot more time in providing unique solutions for customers. Lastly, as you aggregate all this information, you're held liable for data leaks. A major sales practice that has changed is using online platforms like social media and blogging to not only drive customer engagement, but really to let customers learn more about the product. So CRM software is really enabling salespeople to reduce clerical work and really focus on selling to their customers.
So for sources of communication and their impact, the first source of communication is social media. Social media lets customers build strong relationships with products and salespeople as well. It gives them a public platform to review products. There's also video conferencing. Video conferencing, like Skype, enables salespeople to travel less with customers that they already have strong relationships with. So in terms of transitions to technology, there has been an ability to analyze large amounts of data efficiently. There's cheap access to online storage, which allows salespeople to remain current remotely. This makes sales easier in the developing world, for example. So lastly, social media and analytics really let you target customers with ease.
Regarding the future of sales, a few trends are becoming readily apparent. First, cold calling will undoubtedly become a thing of the past, as millennials will inevitably not pick up their phones. Second, sales processes will become more efficient and more data-driven. And third, customers will become more informed about the products they buy through technology and the internet. In addition, the interaction of digital and physical experiences is creating new ways for firms to interact with their customers and augment their shopping experience with various information or data that they've collected. In addition, the rise of technology is leading consumers to be more interested in products that are free or user-oriented. The rapid evolution of IT-enabled commerce is quickly breaking down entry barriers and opening up new revenue streams to individuals and firms alike. In addition, as technology improves, CRM systems are rapidly becoming more customizable and less burdensome to use, thus greatly reducing the clerical work required of the sales team. With the rise of tablets and smartphones, I do predict that through the use of online video conferencing, salespeople can create online sales proposals, perform training with fellow salespeople, or perform product demonstrations as the need arises. In other research, we've talked about how reading, responding to emails, and other social activities can take up to 60% of a salesperson's time, and through the use of social technologies, we believe that they can improve their productivity up to 25%. Finally, technologies like Square enable salespeople at smaller businesses to accelerate customer sales and possibly lead to increased sources of revenue.
In the past, the sales offering that salespeople could give to customers was very limited due to technological limitations. In the present day, salespeople have to really focus on giving customized solutions to customers that really go above and beyond what is required. Going forward in the future, salespeople have to ensure that the product offering that they give not only meets the demands, but really goes above and beyond in building long-term connections.
In conclusion, it's clear that the place of technology in sales has skyrocketed in the past 80 years, and we predict this role will only grow with time. The largest change in the sales landscape will undoubtedly come from the sheer increases into efficiency, thus largely reducing, or in some cases completely eliminating, the clerical work in a salesperson's life. With this in mind, current salespersons should strongly consider honing their interpersonal skills, as the focus of their jobs will shift to emphasize that set of skills in the near future. Thank you for your time. So going forward, what do you think is going to be the biggest trend in technology and sales?
I think going forward, salespeople will really use data to not only efficiently prospect customers, to make sure that they're not wasting time on cold calling or other means, just being very efficient in that process, but make sure that they're not only selling to customers initially with the right products, but recurring sales, so that the whole system is very efficient, that every salesperson is being as efficient as possible.
What would you say has been the aspect of sales that's been most improved by the introduction of technology?
I think in the past, sales reps really had to focus on learning as much about the product and really pushing to sell to customers about the unique benefits. But going forward, I think through digital access to information, a lot of customers will know a lot about the product already. So the role of the sales rep really shifts to coming up with a unique solution that really fits the customer's needs rather than just trying to sell the product.
So how do you think technology and sales will affect globalization?
I think the biggest thing is CRM software like Salesforce. What it lets you do is, regardless of whether a salesperson's in a rural community or a very big urban center, it breaks down the barriers by giving them up-to-date product information, but giving them real-time data about how products are selling, so that they can really go above and beyond and provide customer solutions regardless of wherever they are in the globe.